Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Texans going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jarrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now. Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. And incomplete to open things up. As we get a glance at the starting lineup offensively, let's discuss the former Heisman Trophy winner, Derrick Henry.
He was definitely disappointed that he dropped to the 2nd round. Only one running back went in the first. That was Ezekiel Elliott. But I think Derrick Henry has a chance to have a special NFL career. He's not just big and strong, has way better feet than he's ever been given credit for.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We always admire guys with arm strength, don't we? Whether it's misplaced or not at times. But when you throw a comeback route, you have to have arm strength to complete it, and Brock Osweiler just showed it off.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Osweiler to throw. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Derrick Henry, credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Osweiler on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Osweiler. Hard throw, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On second down, Mariota again. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First and 10. Here's Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Let's go, let's go. Check, 55, check, 55, right. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And he motions the wide receiver. Mariota now on second down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing, Osweiler toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now after the score, it's Parky on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Controlling the passing lanes.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Watch twist. Check it out, read.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. After the interception, here's Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. So here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. First down, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Keep 15. Keep 15. Motion.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. To throw is Mariota. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now it's Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd down, Mariota trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
2nd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And the lead is now an even 30. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking middle, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Check. Fresno. Kill.
They'll come out in the pistol. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Mariota now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Oh, he trucked him. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They go play action with Osweiler. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down and goal from the 6. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now the Titans getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Mariota, and he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Green 39. Over. There we go now.
try the right side here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. Green 19. Leopard. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Titans, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.